Chunky. Welcome to my YouTube, man. And this is my car. I got a 2000 Lexus LS400. It has about 170K miles on it right now. I don't drive it too much, so it's probably gonna stay around under 200K for a while. All right, well, this is a build breakdown. Let's get into it. First off, it's the wheels. Yeah, let's do it. They are Garson Kaisers Zune Glens, I believe that's how you pronounce. They're 20 by 9 in the front and 20 by 10 in the rear. 5-inch barrels all around. Perfect spec, honestly, for 20s. They are pretty hard to tuck, especially if you don't have any sort of camber arms. And I do have drilled and slotted brake rotors from R1 Concepts. Super nice, pretty good quality, around $300-400. Comes with the pads and everything. I have this little Lexus jacket that I got from eBay, and then I have the Garson Dad curtains on the sides and the rear. I also have a walled V3 body kit with V2 skirts. If you didn't know, you wouldn't notice, but I also have these FRP fender claddings. And for the front headlights, I also have these crystal clear corners. If you know, you know, they usually come with broken tabs, and they're probably going to still cost you $400 to $500. Shout out to Hunter. He got a brand new set, so go hit him up. For the rear, I got these chasing tails, and I'll give you a little closer look on those in a second. For the window visors, I have well visors. They're a lot easier to get, and they do come with all the clips. Usually the OEM ones have missing clips, and they're still going to cost you $200. So let me just get those. I wrapped them blue so you can't even tell. Looks super good. All right, and that's it for the outside. The reason why I went for 20s was because that not a lot of people do 20s. It looks a lot better on bigger cars like this because it fills the wheel gap a lot better, but you have more issues like rubbing in the rear bumper and the door fender and the front bumpers like that. So that's another issue you got to worry about. Also with height, you do monster truck pretty much all the time. So my main goal is to have the kit sit on the floor by next year for WECFest and all the shows next year. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. All right, let's go into the rear. All right, this is the rear end. I have these chasing LED tails from Japan. They have about 40 modes, and there's 2 remotes, one for the turn signals and one for the brake lights. They're both in the trunk. I have them wired up a little neat, not as neat as I would like. I do want to end up rerunning them to the front end of the car in the cabin so I can switch them off and on, but for now I have to open the trunk. Kind of tedious, but I don't really care because I don't drive this car too much, and for shows I just turn it on and leave it on, and there you go. I'm probably going to switch from these back to my Braga tails because I do love that look. It's super timeless and classic. Can't go wrong with those. For the rear, I also have turn down tips, a Garson plate cover, rear curtains, and then the walled V3 bumper. Nothing too crazy. I debadged it. I didn't want it to look too sporty with all the extra rear lips and the rear trunk wings that most people get. And I feel like there's enough body lines on this LS400 for it to carry out that kind of look. Shout out to SN Elvis, where he actually redefined the car and took the body lines from the OEM and made them a lot sharper and more aggressive. So that's super cool. I'd like to see more of that. But I just debadged it. Something simple, covered the pinholes, wrapped it. All right, let's get into the interior. All right, and for the interior, I have this Garson steering wheel with a Garson monogram steering wheel cover. I was super skeptical about how it would fit, but ended up fitting perfectly fine. It's a tiny bit big, but it's there. I have this. Oh, I have this Garson mirror with the crystals and the charm. I also have the cover as well with these Garrick's crystal covers from Japan. They also came with these LED plates instead of just bulbs, so they're a lot brighter. I also have this Garson shift knob, dash mat from eBay. It's about 50 bucks. Not too hard to find. I also have these pins, you know, a little personal touch. Nothing too crazy. I also have these Garson pillows with these OEM lace seat covers from factory Japan. They are these for the Celsior, so they do have these buttons. They are right here. But yeah, you can't really tell. For the back as well, they usually come in white, but I didn't like the look because the white on black was really like contrasting. So I had dyed them black and messed up and made a happy accident. And look at that, they look kind of gray, kind of faded black, kind of like if they were to come black and then they just faded within 20 years. So that's how they came out. I really like them. Silver-ish, kind of gray, kind of matches with the stitching on the Garson pillow covers or neck pillows. Also have these little charms that these curtains come with, and the seatbelt cover. So nothing too crazy. Just minor accessories. I don't want to go overboard because it gets kind of cluttered inside and it's not fun. Especially when stuff doesn't stick well, then everything's kind of like off-centered. So I'm gonna keep it clean for now. I do have some Garson seat covers coming in the mail soon, so hopefully those fit super well, and I'll show you guys more on that. All right, let's go to the front end. All right, let's get to the front. I have a Garson Dad badge with the billet badgeless grill. Usually they are polished and chromed, but this one wasn't the best, so I decided to powder coat it. This like Cadillac gray or black kind of matches the bottom of the two-tone, but I wanted it to look more like the OEM gray that most grills come in instead of black, which is what most people do. I feel like it's, especially if your car isn't black, it kind of just makes the grill area look too dark. So I went out for that. So whatever color I go with, it'll look good. I also have the clear fog lights, super rare. I may have bought the last set on like Amazon or some shit, but yeah, I took forever to get those. There was another set that I really wanted, but they were projectors. So they have the exact same glass on the outside, but they are projectors. So, yeah, super lucky on those. Looks super good with the rest of the front end, and the fog lights end up being super bright. So they are pretty bright. Here, let me go in front of the car so you can see it. So they are pretty bright, as you can see. I got these H1 LED bulbs, and they worked super great. I wish I got them a little brighter, but they at least matched the headlights. Bright enough for me to see, so that's what counts. And that's it for the front end. And this is my trunk setup. And here I have this fabric that's like felt with a little bit of silver embroidery, so it matches my pillows really well. I have the Vire pump kit, and it hooks up to this hose right here. Suck everything up, open this nozzle, let the air in, let it out. I have my cleaning tools for when I go to shows. I also have like microfiber towels, detailing spray, squeegee, all that stuff. Just so I'm ready for when I have to go to a show. I didn't do anything crazy with the trunk right now. It's just the 5-gallon air tank with the hoses connected straight to it. I kind of wanted to do water traps before it goes into the tank because it just pumps a lot of water into there and it's not good. I do have one that goes straight from the tank to the manifold, so there's no water getting into my manifold or my bag, so that's good, I guess. But when I do use the tank for when I'm pumping tires, there is a bunch of water that comes out of the tire gun, so that is a con for that. I also have this umbrella holder because VIP cars have the umbrella that they come with. I might get a Lexus one, but this one's like a Ralph Lauren one that I got from Goodwill. Pretty fire. I wish it was black, but yeah, it kind of matches because it is blue, just like the car. All my compressors are under the bottom in the spare trunk area, so you can't see it. Super clean, functional. I really want to have some speakers, and that's what I'm going to do next with this car, audio. I do want to put speakers up here or make like a false wall on both sides and just have speakers on both sides. The remotes are right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's that one and this one. Just a couple switches. Off and on. Turn the modes. And yeah, that's my trunk. And that's it. That's the build breakdown, guys. If you want to see more content like my car, my friends' cars, VIP cars in general, subscribe down below. Like this video, comment what you want to see, more of my life, what I do for a living, stuff like that. If you're a foodie, I might do that too. Follow me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok. They're both chunky as well, so super easy to find. If you want to see more, don't sleep. And if you want to cop this shirt, wait for this Saturday or on the 31st of October. That's when these shirts will be dropping, and they're super limited. High quality, 7.5 ounces. They're drop shoulders. It's just like shadow gray from Shaka Wear. Super dope. I love them. Very heavyweight, and they're pre-shrunk, so you don't got to worry about that. The design is with Steep Streets, so I'm collabing with them. Super limited drop, and I won't be reprinting these, so don't sleep. If you do want more stuff like this or merch like this in general, I will be dropping another shirt in about a month or two, so keep an eye out for that. Maybe you'll get one for Christmas for your fan, you know what I mean? It'd be a dope shirt to just buy in general. I got a great design coming for you guys. And then if you just want to see more stuff like this, follow me on my Instagram or TikTok. Okay? Don't sleep. All right, we out.